watching our shows at the table, bud. Saul's jealousy. Saul took David home that day and would not let him go back to his father's house. He set him over all his men of war, and the people and the palace servants accepted him. Jonathan, Saul's son, came to love David as his own brother, and they made a covenant of friendship. But as David was returning from the slaughter of the Philistines, the women came out of the cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul, with tabrets and other musical instruments. And the women sang to each other as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands, David his 10,000s. This much displeased Saul. Yet he said, if they reckon that David is 10 times better than I, he will soon want to have the kingdom for himself. And from this time forward, Saul eyed David with suspicion. The next day, David was playing his harp as before, and an evil spirit came upon Saul, and he picked up a javelin and threw it at David, saying, I will pin David to the wall with it. David avoided the point of the javelin, and Saul was more than ever afraid of him, for he knew that the Lord was with David, and he no longer with him. But David behaved very wisely in all his ways, and all Israel loved and trusted him. Then Saul said to David, here is my elder daughter Miriam. I will give her to you as your wife if you will fight my battles for me. For Saul did not want to kill David with his own hand, and he hoped that he would fall in battle with the Philistines. David said, who am I, and what is my family that I should be the king's son-in-law? But at the time that Miriam should have been given to David, instead Saul married her to Adriel, the Mahalathite. But it happened that Michal, Saul's younger daughter, it says Michal, I think, also loved David. And when Saul was told of this, he was very pleased, thinking that through her love he might ensnare and destroy David. So he sent for David and told him, today you will be my son-in-law and marry the other of my daughters. To his servant he said, take David aside and tell him privately that the king delights in him and that all the people love him, and so it is fitting that he should be the king's son-in-law. And tomorrow we'll read about David marrying Saul's daughter. The haters are gonna hate. God will never forsake you.